He's been a matchup nightmare for Boston in this series.
And had a mismatch of the matchup there. And you see Isaiah Thomas being aggressive here. And he is a one-man fast break like none other in this league.
Thomas looks for an opening to the corner. Horford fakes out Gortat. The cutter. Crowder had it blocked. And a foul called.
Cutters, Crowder, Bradley, they've got to find other ways to get themselves engaged offensively, especially when they're struggling with the perimeter shot.
Factor defensively on Morris. Bradley gets it ahead. Crowder runs the floor and he lays it in.
After they went down 0-2 to Chicago, and he said he reached out for advice. Bryant said of Thomas, I love his toughness and his...
Big shot here. This last 250, when you've dominated a half the way the Celtics are, you don't want to give this Wizards team any light.
Bradley gets it to go on a foul. Avery.
And how about the job there? John Wall fell asleep. You had a hard cut. He got caught watching the basketball. Bradley just with a backdoor cut there for the layup.
John Wall, that's giving him some trouble. 7 to shoot for Boston. Thomas fires and connects. It's a 3.
And that's a huge...
Boston could not get out of the first round each of the last 2 years, trying to get to the Eastern Conference Finals this year as the #1 seed in the conference. Bradley's jumper, it's there. Avery Bradley. 15-point lead for Boston. We hit the halfway point of the third quarter. Horford crosses over on Gortat. Bradley in the right spot, and he's got it stuck on automatic.
How about that pass here for the Celtics?
5 assists for Horford. He sets up Bradley for his 29th point of the night. A new career playoff high for Bradley. Washington made a mini run, cut it to 13. Boston has remained poised. Crowder, high archer. Jay Crowder nails it.
I don't know how many times you see Bill.
It's too strong on that three-point try. Boston's got its largest lead. It's a 9-0 run for the Celtics. Trying to deliver the knockout punch. Isaiah Thomas taking it to...
Look, Thomas did his job because he took a fadeaway. You don't want to take a fadeaway when you have that kind of a size advantage.
Thomas lines up the 3 and knocks down his first.
Difficulty getting a good look at the rim.
Bradley defended Morris very well, causing the turnover. Now he turns the corner at the other end, and Avery Bradley in the postseason from downtown. Boston with a chance to tie. Thomas guarded by Porter this time. Nice. Post up by Crowder. That's a mismatch on Wall.
See, that will
go to the line for 2. On the clock, waiting for the Smith screen. Wall on the mid-range. And Boston now with a chance to get within 5.
Great pass.
Bradley on the hit ahead and missed the layup. But a foul going to be called on John Wall.
Yeah, I just want to say that was a terrific pass by Isaiah Thomas from under. Look at that, the recognition, and to throw it on the same plane. It's interesting because it's difficult to judge the speed of a guy on the same plane as you when you make that pass.
Well, you know, he has Beal on Thomas. Here's Smart. The lob.
Oh,
great called play.
You know,
as Bradley punches it home.
But Wall turned his head and was standing on the left side when he backdoored to the basket.
And Wall missed it. 3 team fouls. Smart back out to Horford. Avery Bradley, boy, he has been effective from downtown. Horford with a great rebound. Thomas an open 3. Yes!
Nice. Great play by here.
Thomas gets it back. Launching another 3. On the mark!
He percentage over 50%, and then go to the foul line and make his foul shots under pressure. 82 games, and now see what happens.
Go to Horford. Thomas comes around to get it. On the move, back to Horford. Little pick and pop.
Oh, the glass.
He used glass.
Oh, no. How about that? All of that to get the ball to Thomas, Now just watch now as he comes off. But the play is really, if the two guys play him to set Horford up, he loves that mid-range area, meaning mid-range from the basket to the sideline. Just a great play.
The Wizards, you want to find a way to get him incorporated offensively.
1 point lead for Boston. Thomas goes behind the back with the dribble. Thomas challenges Gortat for two. Avery Bradley climbs the imaginary ladder for the block.
Just an explosive defensive play by Bradley.
Back door. Oh, limit to Bradley.
Coming over, extending, and just palms the basketball. And then the presence with the backdoor court cut. And we've seen John Wall on several occasions just fall asleep, whether it be just watching the basketball and not understanding the kind of player that Avery Bradley is. He's terrific at moving without. Jay Crowder, who is physically as strong as anybody at that small forward position, he was able to take the hit and get the finish.
Isaiah Thomas, the speed.
Stuff to get him involved. He is there for his offense. And if you're the Wizards, you want to find ways to get him going.
Thomas bounces for Horford, who banks it in.
They got a mismatch.
Thomas loses his footing. Oh, what a find! Bradley is fouled.
Gonna call timeout. He just kind of got his feet tangled there and just able to grab it, and then the presence to find Avery there on the attack, and he'll get to the line.
Thomas has 5 assists. That was nearly number 6. And Avery
tonight caught him in stride there, and Wall able to finish.
10-0 in transition in favor of Washington. Thomas. He banks it in. Wow. Thomas on the blow-by. And
the open floor, but anything you can do, I can do equally as well as IT here with the finish.
Knocks down the jump shot DA to start this second half. And they've got their largest lead, 4-16 for Beal. Backdoor, Horford to Bradley. He has made his last 4 shots. Jaylen Brown is in for the Celtics. Thomas, step back over Gortat, book it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Trying to crowd the area for Thomas. Bogdanovich backs off, using the screen. Isaiah Thomas!
Similar to what we saw in game 2 in that second half, where you just saw more and more from the Celtics imposing their will.
15-2 extended run. Isaiah Thomas!
4 quarters. It's time for IT as he continues to deliver here for the home team.
To the outside for Bradley and a reload for Boston.
And it just seems like the Wizards are a little fresher, quicker to the basketball.
Thomas gets around Gortat all the way. Isaiah Thomas nooks. Is going to the free throw line.
And watch lower part of your screen when he comes off. Watch Marcus Smart doesn't allow Markieff Morris to come over. And that's just, again, not a stat for, but just great recognition. That's a winning play by Marcus Smart.
Out of bounds with 3.7. The end of the season for John Wall and Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And a lot of disappointment, but they'll be able to look back on this as a positive this season. The Wizards, folks, they have arrived.
The Boston Celtics survive and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.